Howdy, this is Sailor the Piper Man. Piper the Sailor Man coming to you from the island of Puerto Rico. Blessings to everybody. I'm wishing everyone the best wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you take care, that you take it easy, that whatever doesn't get done today, you still got tomorrow. Hopefully, right? I'm uh came on because I wanted to talk about something. This might end up being two-part series. I don't know. So random thoughts. Parsimonious. He likes when I do that. Right now I'm gonna smoke a little bit of you guys know what this is. Early morning pipe. I don't have to explain much of it. After a while it gets tiring to come to do a review when most of you guys are mature pipe smokers. You guys know what you want, what you like, what you don't like. So I don't have to tell you it's a nice morning smoke because the tint tells you itself. And the fact is, it is nice morning. I haven't smoked this in a while and it's real dry. Look at this, real dry. I tend to like English blends dry, but this one was like really dry. It came really dry. It probably was sitting in a tobacconist shop for a while. It doesn't have a very pronounced smell, which is telling me that it's probably been sitting around for a couple of years, which is fine with me. And I'm gonna put some in my bowl, in my Nazi bowl. This is a very inexpensive pipe, but I like the design. It's Briar. That's all I need. It's gonna last me. I've had this for almost 6 months now, a little longer. It's matter Briar. It's a Rossi, not a Nazi. It's a Rossi, like a Rossi second. And so far it's smoked well. It's done well for me. I like the wide bit. And I really like Rossi line. I mean, it's not for, for you to parade around and show it off. It doesn't have any metal inlay. It's not engraved or anything like that. Just here in the bottom. And basically it's a second, it's to smoke. It's a smoking pipe. It's not to be looked upon and pondered for very long as to the artistic merits. But it's your basic, classic, well-built Briar. Had it for a while now. 6 months. It hasn't broken down. It smokes well. The engineering is, I have to admit, it's almost flawless. Almost. Just perfect. Perpendicular, right angle, straight, down the middle. And what I look for in an inexpensive pipe is that it smokes well. And so, I'm glad for it that I have it. Gives me cool smoke. Pretty nice bowl. And gonna turn this on. Sorry if you're gonna hear that. My wife is home, and so kind of like quite bit. Takes a lot of care, but it's not as pronounced as when you first get it. So it's waned a little bit. It's been aged. Very mild, very flavorful. That being said, I'm not here to talk about the early pipe tobacco nor my pipe. What I want to talk about but I want to talk about it. So, the situation that's befallen us with the politicizing of all the guns and the merit whether to have guns or whether to not have guns, and politicians having to come out of the woodwork to defend their positions. And you've seen it before. You've seen the rhetoric pro and con, and people are going to hold. And it's obvious that the sales of guns are up now. It seems like more violence, more sales. I'm to the opinion you got to do what you got to do for your family. And if you are worried about defending yourself, then you go take care of business. We all have a right. That being said, what can we do to curtail and pass certain laws? I'm going to tell you something. I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know. Without damaging the right to bear arms, I have no idea. I'm not going to come here giving you a solution. I do know that these kids need to be protected, and if you have to have armed security in schools, you got to have armed security. And then some people will say, well, do you want your kids to be associated with a school that's going to be, it's going to look like you're going inside a state penitentiary? That's basically either that or homeschooling, or changing the Board of Education system and make it homeschooling. And then that's very difficult because now you have parents that can't afford to teach their kids because they have to make money. So, I don't know. It's you know what, you look at it, it's a quagmire. It's a catch-22. Damn if you do, damn if you don't, right? But one thing we could do is, once again, is to teach American history, to teach the same morals to everybody, same ethics. When we begin to, in different states, change morality, it's okay to do something in one state. It's not okay to do. There's got to be a consensus in a society about certain things. Because people move from one place to another. They're taught one way in the South. They go to the North. They do the same thing. It's against the law. Vice versa. So, and one of the problems is that I see is there isn't a consensus culture. There's not a consensus in the language that we speak either. There's no rule and regulation saying everybody's got to speak English. And I think that's necessary. There's not a consensus. There's so many different philosophies, so many ways of thinking. People are confused. If I go here, I do it this way. If I go there, if I move here, the country is different. I got a gun in North Carolina, and I go to live in New York. Then what happens to that? Do I have the right to bear it in any state? So Congress has to come up with something. So it's got to. I noticed the NRA is practically bankrupt. People don't want to give to it. People need to make money. People are gun makers are hurting. And those that have shares making a killing. So when something's generating money and you're making money off of it, it's very hard to say, no, I don't want it. I don't want the money. I don't want the hassles. And that's the one thing. Money trumps morality and ethics often. You'll say whatever. No, 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 no. All of a sudden, when there's money coming your way, you're like, well, you take the money, put it in your pocket. I don't see anything. You know? Same thing, a police officer's hurting. You commit a crime. You say, listen, police, you don't commit a crime, but let's say you eat the red light, it's going to cost you 150, 200 bucks to go to the court and everything. You're able to talk to the police officer. Listen, police officer, you're going to take more money out of my pocket going to this thing, paying the fine, losing my time, losing my energy. Why don't I just give you $100? You know, you look the other way. Oftentimes, the police officer will write you up another one. So you add a little bit more to it. Well, how about 200? How about two? Listen, how about whatever I'm gonna find, I'm gonna pay. I just give it to you. Saves me time. At least I get time. He bites. He takes the money. Oh, it can't happen. Listen, stop being idealistic. It does happen, and it happens in third world countries. And it happens in other countries where they're used to looking the other way if you're a man of resources. You know? And they already see you coming. They know you got money. You're a payday for them. Well, we know their money got money. We just hold them here and they'll pay the bail and they'll give us some extra money to let them go. You know, the money makes the world go around. It's corrupt. Money corrupts the love of it. It's corrupt. It's corrupting religion. It corrupts politicians. Corrupts our school systems, our athletes, corrupts medicine, doctors that want more money. It's not enough for them to make a wonderful salary, have decent home, car, but they want more and more and more and more. And then it gets away of their oath of taking care of human beings, taking care of the poor, taking care of those that have, taking care of those that, well, I can't do that operation because, and it's a 2-hour operation because I'm not going to get paid. And that's what we got happening. Money seems to be the driving force behind war, too. It's a God. Jesus says, you're going to love one master and hate the other. You can't serve mammon. You can't serve the God of money and God. You can't. You have people that make money, large money, and they have a need to flaunt it around, to let other people know, to say, hey, look at me. I'm important now because I got money. So their whole basis of they identify with having money, having mansion, having things, flaunting it, jewelry. For them, that's what they use their money for. Then you have a regular customer like I once had, who will pull up on a limousine around the corner, get off wearing jeans, sandals, tie-dye shirt, long hair, squiggly beard. You see him walking, you think he's a hippie and he's a multimillionaire. And he comes to the store, hey guys, hey man, what's up? Talking lingo, talking colloquial. Hey man, what's going on? And then give me a cheap and Diego Don Diego cigar, and give me some Captain Black. And what do you guys got here? Oh, those are seconds. Can I get a Irish second pipe? Yeah, and he'll get up, light it up any way he feels like it, and sit there and just talk to us. A man of means, but as he lives. He lives a moderate lifestyle. He lives a backward lifestyle. He doesn't see money as, for certain things, yeah, I gotta fly to California, and I'll catch a cab from Lax Airport to my home because he can afford it. He won't get a limousine. That says I rent the limousine. It's gonna cost me close to $2,000. The cab will take me home for $175. It's funny. These are different strokes for different folks. You see things in life, and you see how certain people living, and sometimes you want to live vicariously through them, or you envy them and you covet what they have. Oh, he got a Don Carlo pipe. I want one. Oh, I know so and so. He gets the best cigars. Open Six. I want that too. As a matter of fact, I want the box he's getting. I want to give a shout out to Munch Chop, who I saw his latest video where he talks about Boswell, the pipe maker. How detailed, how old school he was, how he takes into consideration, highly in consideration his customers. And on the box, Boswell writes something about the customer, how important the customer is. And I've always lived with that philosophy when I work. Customers are very important. They keep us going, they keep the business going. They're important that you get into their hands the right pipe and tobacco. And lately, in some of these cigar groups, I hear people say like, "What do you care what is being sold to the person?" What? Well, if he's asking for a Honduran, aren't you going to be legit and sell him a Honduran cigar? Well, what does he know? Who cares, man? Just sell the product. So they tell the customer, hey, it's made in Honduras, when in fact it's made in Dominican Republic. You see, stuff like that really bothers me. It bothers me. Like, there is a difference between Sardinian briar and Nigerian briar. And if you're gonna sell to your customer, your customer's asking for something of Algerian briar, you should be honor that customer by getting him the product that he wants, the tobacco that he wants, the blend that he wants. It's very important that we treat our customers with respect. Not all, they come in and you got this attitude, look for whatever you want. You gotta take our time with your customers. You gotta build integrity, your reputation, and Boswell has done that very well. I don't think his pipes are the best in the world. But when you're dealing with someone that's very interested that you get something good, he's helping build his brand. And you want to be associated with somebody like that. That was basically what Monchak was saying, you know. It's not bad, bro. It's good, bro. But to tell me this is the best of all time, I won't believe that. You can tell. You can look at it, bro, and tell. But the mere fact, if he tells me he sells good product, good pipes, good this, good blends, and then he's giving you that customer service. He's giving you basically customer service is really giving you respect. And I'm all for it. Well, that's it for now. Random thoughts. Sailor the Piper Man, Piper the Sailor Man. Remember, we live in a crazy, wacky world out there. Make sure you root it in your ethics, moralities, and be truth. Speak truth and act truth. Sailor the Piper Man, Piper the Sailor Man. Forget about the haters. They're always going to be hating.